Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. We're back at it again. Operation Hustle. Every Friday, 2 to 2:30 p.m.
Peace.
So Ollie was supposed to be with us today, but he's running a little bit late.
He'll be here. He's just late, like always. If anybody knows Alejandro, you know he's late. Give him a call.
Anyways, he wanted to talk about...
I saying about him. This is about all you people.
What he wanted to talk about was what's on your bucket list towards the end of life, or anything that you're wanting to go do or accomplish. I gotta move this mic.
Nah, it's not towards the end of your life. It's during your life.
During your life, whatever. Okay,
what would you like to do before
what's on your bucket list?
Die?
Yeah.
So
what's on your bucket list, Justin?
I have a long bucket list. There's a lot of things on there.
All right, we know what's on mine.
I've crossed out some already, though. I did cross out some.
What was on your bucket list?
The skydive.
Epic.
Yeah. If it's on your list, cross it. Let's go. Get in a plane, jump out of it. It's epic.
Right. Another one of thing on my bucket list was, and I know this was on yours, so we can cross this off. We both wanted to own a gym, and we've accomplished that. So
check. So we're checking on the bucket list as we go through life. There's definitely still some things.
I definitely wanted to go to Hawaii. Check.
Yeah, we did that, but I'd like to go back and surf in Hawaii.
That would be really cool. I'd like to go back to. I want to go to Maui.
That's the new check. I got to make new checks. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is all about.
Maui's a new check. I definitely want to go to Maui.
To do before you kick.
I'd like to try surfing, but the thing is, I'm afraid to get eaten by a shark. So, and then there's that idea of like when you fall
faith over fear, baby. Faith over fear.
Yes, but
Jesus will help you on that ride. I'll tell you that.
I'm doing it, checking them off, sending.
Yeah, let's go, D.
D money. Hey, Damon, how you doing?
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Damon Baker, he just commented. Go check out his page. He's been doing a lot of cool shit. He travels around. He lives in Colorado now. One of my old clients, a great client, great friend.
Does a lot of cool hikes in Colorado, so definitely check out his.
Anybody's doing the bucket list, it's homeboy right now.
But a client of mine, so Sarisha had just showed me this, and I haven't even had a chance to show you. Funny enough, I actually showed your mom last night, so I sent it to her on Instagram, and I was like, "Look how cool!" So something I'd like to do that I think we could probably check off the list in the next year if we decide to go and do it, is I'd like to go to Utah. They have a couple of really cool hikes over there. And I think one of them is called like Angel's Landing or something like that. And it's on Mount Zion. So that's where I'd like to go check that out, is Mount Zion. And
that'd be cool.
Yeah. So they have some really cool hikes. And then there's another really cool hike that she sent me that's like you're literally walking in between two mountains. And you're like walking in the water. So you'll definitely need like some specific like boots for that. But it looks really cool. And so I like to go to Utah. I think also you might even be able to catch the Milky Way there. And if you can't, then that's something also on my bucket list. I want to see the Milky Way.
I can get you one. 7-Eleven.
No, I don't want the Milky Way, the candy bar. I want to see the real Milky Way, Justin.
I could bring you the Milky Way.
All right, that's romantic, but not because I don't.
Dumb dad joke. I've said it. Actually, I used that already this week. That's 2 times now.
Utah is epic. See, Damon said it's epic. Damon, can you see the Milky Way there, Damon?
If I go there, though, I want to go snowboarding. Same thing if I go back to Colorado, and I don't care if you want to go or not, but I really want to go snowboarding next time. So if you want to go to Colorado next time,
I feel very confident in my full of Milky Way. See, that's why I need to go to Utah. So we could be checking this off this year. Yeah. I'm about to look up the flights as soon as we're out.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I really want to go and snowboard. I haven't snowboarded in a while. I've done it a million times, but I miss it. So that's why I bought those e-skateboards and I use those.
Well, so what I was saying about that is like I feel confident in my balance skills, being that I used to do competitive cheerleading. I've done water skiing. I've done wakeboarding.
I think you should ski. Yeah,
I also feel like I don't know. A lot of you guys keep explaining it's like very different than all of that. So
well, skiing is different than snowboarding. Snowboarding is, I would say, more difficult. You're locked in the board. It's a little bit harder.
Yeah, that's the only thing I worry about is like
the learning curve's a little bit longer.
I used to do competitive cheerleading, but I also used to get in trouble all the time for not locking my knee out. So I could see me like definitely falling over and breaking something because that's just
happen.
me. I'm a klutz. I fall upstairs, so I can see myself definitely falling down a hill. So yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, I think snowboarding is back on the list. I've done it, like I said, a million times. But
David said Goff will snowboard with us.
There we go. There's some spots that I'd like to go snowboarding that I've never been. There's a lot of mountains that I'd like to check out.
All right, separate from that, I got a few other places I'd like to go. I'd like to go to Egypt. I really want to go see the pyramids and the hieroglyphics, like up close. Like that shit is insane.
It's real, which is crazy, and it's very mysterious.
It's very mysterious, and that's why I think I'm so fascinated by it. Is like we just like have so many things that we still haven't really learned about the Egyptians.
Sometimes I want to go there, and sometimes I don't, because I feel like if I go in that tomb, I might get cursed.
Well,
I mean, you're not supposed to be in there, dude. That's their burial ground. They're in their afterlife, like.
I hear what you're saying, but I still feel like I need to go see it.
You're walking through there taking selfies.
So I'd like to, that's true. I'd like to see that. I also would like to go to the Holy Land. I'd like to go check out Jerusalem and see Christ's tomb.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That would be really, really sick, especially because they just restored it since then. And I want to just see like what's the feeling around these different things, like these big epic, places that have symbolism and ancient history. Like, do you get a feeling? Because I've actually asked some people who have seen these different things. Like I asked someone that had seen Egypt pyramids and asked her what it was like, and she said it was undescribable. And the same thing with people who've been to these holy places. Like I'd also like to go check out Ethiopia. And I know it's probably something that probably surprises people to hear me say, but I would love to meet some Ethiopian Christians. I would love to just see, how they live. They're just very simple people.
That'd be cool.
And they have a lot of ancient history there. They have a lot of manuscripts that aren't even included in the Bible that they sell there that you can find in the streets.
Yeah.
And they believe that the Ark of the Covenant is sitting actually in Ethiopia. So I'd like to go see the temple where they believe the Ark of the Covenant might be sitting. So that's a place I'd like to go.
Yeah. A lot of bucket lists, I think, the older you get, was more like travel and places you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I think I'd like to go to the moon.
All right. Well, places that we can actually go. I'd like to go to the Iceland.
Iceland would kind of be cool.
Yeah, Greenland. Because we've been watching. All right, I have to give you guys the backstory.
Germany would be cool.
Germany would be cool for sure. We've been watching a lot of Vikings, so now we've become like obsessed with the show. Yeah. So like we do with every show.
It's a good show. Check it out. It was on the History Channel.
Really cool show.
It's not the new one on Netflix.
But
this
just
is the
like
older one.
how they like found Iceland and Greenland and stuff. Like I want to see like what they're like. You know what I mean? And like when you're there after you've watched something like this about history, like are you gonna sit there and like reflect on all the ancient people that stood there once before you? I want to know how I feel internally and spiritually, like when I'm in these places. That's where my curiosity lies.
I'd like to go visit a lot of like different pyramids, like the Mayan pyramids and stuff like that.
And Damon said, "Talk to Elon, bro. You're young enough to go to the moon, baby.
Let's go. Get me on that SpaceX. Let's go, Elon.
Elon Musk. My husband would like to go to the moon immediately. Thank you.
Space travel sounds. It sounds creepy. I don't know if I'd do it. Actually,
I also would love to go to the Mayans. So I'd love to go to the Mayan ruins and possibly go check out those. What do they call those little caves that we just?
Those cenotes.
Cenotes.
Oh, they're sick. They're like almost. It's like a natural spring, but it's in them like a hole.
All right. So I haven't voiced this to you yet, but this is a new goal of mine. So I think we should get on it like now. So I really want to learn how to scuba dive.
Yeah, we could do that. Scuba would be cool. It's so that dangerous, but it looks really freaking sick.
But I mean, if I end up dying in a, cenote, I mean, then my tombstone's gonna read, died while searching and exploring a cenote. That's ill. Okay.
The cenotes look really cool. I would definitely like to go find some of those and explore them. Scuba diving would be cool. I think that should be added to the bucket list.
Oh, hey, Ollie's finally joined us.
All right, screaming everybody's ear. They see him. There he is.
Hold on.
So
no fam bam comments today.
We've already went over a couple of things on the bucket list. I know you were kind of listening on the way over, but not really.
I know you have a very long list, and I've heard all of it.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, very long list. So sorry.
I'm gonna go here, there, here, there.
It's a lot of different places. Like I said, it's a lot of places, but there's a couple of things that I'd like to do other than actually just like go somewhere.
Okay.
Which you might not even know about, Abby.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, you didn't know about the scuba diving, and I just told you that.
Yeah, she didn't. She's never voiced the scuba. I think scuba would be sick. I think it's dangerous, and I think that would be fun because I like danger. Anyway, so I would like to learn how to stunt drive. Would be really fun. So like drifting, donuts, like controlled chaos driving.
Have you done some research
rally
on
driving?
this?
Not really.
So there's actually I can't remember where it's at, but there's a place where like the actual Secret Service trainees.
That's what I need.
That's where they train the Secret Service like members how to like do the J turns, and
I can drive backwards better than you can forward.
It's awesome. They train them like through all sorts of different climates.
That would
and they
be
have a program.
So that's on the list. I want to do some tactical training with the guns. That would be great.
Like
really cool.
Style?
Exactly. I would love to do that too. We can do that together.
Be a fucking straight assassin, like with the weaponry and a martial art. I think martial art would be really cool. I know Ollie already practices, but like some sort of hand-to-hand combat, which like I've done a little boxing, but it's not like I've actually practiced it and took it super serious.
Yeah, and boxing is less so a martial art. I understand it does have its effectiveness, but unless a martial art is technically something that you can apply pretty much in a world where there are no rules. Boxing is very limited. Yeah. There's no kicking, there's no grappling, there's no choking, no submissions, no nothing. No weapons, no weapon defense, no weapon offense, whatever. Anyways, boxing it's a sport. Yeah. Not necessarily a martial art. Martial arts are something that you can apply anywhere, everywhere. It is a lifestyle as well. Yep. Yeah.
So that would all be cool. That's on my list. I'd like to maybe fly a plane one day. It'd be kind of cool.
I don't know if I'd like to be in that same plane with you while you're flying it.
Be sick. And now I have a new bucket list item as well that I just kind of became obsessed over, like I do sometimes with things. I'm probably going to buy a drone, another one. And it's going to be a first-person drone. And you put the headset on and you are the drone.
You are the drone. That sounds pretty crazy.
So
you literally like the headset is the screen. Like you fly, you are the drone. So like the screen is your headset and you're controlling it with the controller, but you watch.
It's a VR system.
You're flying a VR drone. It's fucking incredible, and I'm getting one.
That sounds awesome.
So what would be the point of this, I guess is what I'm saying.
Fun purposes.
It's experience.
It's like
I think Ezra's gonna pull it up for us.
It's almost like a flight, a flight simulator, but you're actually flying it. Also, that thing.
I imagine developing all of these skills.
They go 90 miles an hour.
It kind of looks like an Oculus, where like
Yes,
it is. It's an Oculus you wear, but the one that DJI makes, like actually we're using their mics. I'm not sponsored by them, but I would love to be. DJI. Do you hear me?
There we go.
Anyway, all their products are dope. They're really fucking cool, but these drones can flip. They can go through things.
Okay, so you're like in a live video game. It's essentially
it's insane.
Your dream come true.
This is exactly what I imagined the drone to be.
This is what you imagine your future life would look like.
This is what I imagined the drone life to be when I first got one.
Listen, I think like deep down, every man has like a level of competency that he's seeking to reach. If you can achieve the highest level of competency, that's what you should strive for. Yeah. And when you're shooting for that, it's like, holy shit. Like imagine being the king of the world. What did the king of the world have to do to fucking do that? He had to develop every level of competency to the highest level.
He had to swindle a lot of people.
Exactly. That too. That's part of the competency ladder. Part of the competency ladder.
His mic is a little loud.
Evil is part of the world. You got to understand how to operate within the good and the bad. Otherwise, you're going to be susceptible to both.
Absolutely true. Yeah. Now I feel like I'm too soft.
Exactly.
No.
You're soft.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, well, we didn't hear any of Ollie's, and I'm excited for him to announce one of them.
He shares one with me, the gun training.
Yeah, I would love to go specifically with Justin, gun training. That'd be awesome.
What do you say? We got to do it. We just got to book it.
We'd be like Dumb and Dumber.
Wrapped up in this. Abby, get the camera. Follow us.
That's right.
Yeah, we'd have you strapped up to the VR drone. Don't worry.
Yo.
You don't have to follow us.
Oh, boy.
Just don't do it from don't shoot the drone.
You can do it from the spa. The bucket list. So, first of all, I would love to visit as many like birthplaces of mixed martial arts as I possibly can.
Yep. Love that.
Yeah, in order to pay homage.
My uncle went to Thailand and he loved it.
That's awesome. I hear great things, and it's also I hear terrible things. Bangkok is like literally the birthplace of sin. It's horrible, like insane. But you gotta mix the good and the bad. But I would love to visit pretty much as many birthplaces of martial arts as I can. I would love to train in their dojos, speak with the people that are directly responsible for carrying on the lineage of those martial arts and train under them. I think that would be an awesome pilgrimage, as well as a great way to pay homage to something that has done so many good things for my life. And I really feel that those disciplines in learning from their structures and their roots would only further me as a person. Outside of that, I definitely like crazy dream. I've always had it since I was in high school. I want to retire. Yeah, exactly. I would love to retire, as the head of a nature reserve, specifically focusing on like a wolf preservation, so preservation of wolves. I've always loved wolves. Specifically, I am a really big fan of gray wolves just because they're the largest.
All right, ladies, you hear this? He is single. So if you see yourself settling down with Ollie, imagine yourself with wolves.
It's gonna be a log cabin. We're gonna have it's gonna be a full military compound. There are gonna be sniper towers. There will be wolves.
Wow.
Wolves on the property.
Listen, I already heard this morning, so I already got my laugh. So this is definitely a dream of his. I think it's really cool. You just got to find the right woman to come along with that dream.
There will be a bunker, and we will have international connections. So
wolf farm. That's pretty dope. Where are you gonna get these wolves, bro? Have you planned this?
Yeah.
Are you gonna breed them? Are they just gonna like come to you?
Rescues,
like the wolf whisperer.
Yeah. I'll probably start off with rescues.
Ollie Milone.
Yeah, and then
wolf whisper.
Rescues. Rescues are still gonna have the ability to breed and have their own kids and whatnot. So from there, it's just allowing them to take care of their own pack, and just providing enough land and the protection from people and encroachment onto like the natural wildlife.
How would you feed these wolves?
I mean, you'd have to supply like
animals,
the necessary ecosystem.
I mean, you'd have to go to Walmart and get expired meat, just like Tiger King, right?
So I mean, they're wild animals. They know how to live. So as long as you're within the migration pattern of their prey, such as like deer.
I think it's probably an issue if you domesticate them too much, because then they start to lose their natural instincts.
Yeah, that's what we did. We made them into dogs.
Yeah.
And they're not dogs.
Now we have Snoop and Pep. We have a dog, Snoopy, and he's a wiener dog. And he barely likes to leave the house. He's pathetic when it comes to like wilderness.
Yeah.
I love him, but he's very humanized.
Never get a wiener dog. If you want a dog to like motivate you, take you on walks, because Snoop will demotivate you.
Yeah, this is the path of domestication.
If you want a lazy cuddle bug, get yourself a wiener dog. But they're a pain in the butt. They do piss and shit on.
They are very stubborn, and they do get very jealous. It's really insane how jealous they get over each other. I mean, Snoop will literally suffocate Pep for a kiss.
Yeah,
I could see it.
Pepper's a wild animal.
Damon said, "Miss Snoop."
She actually, I think, would last 3 days in the wild. Snoop would last a second.
Actually, I feel like she might last longer, only because she does kind of look like a mini wolf. No.
She'd get
picked up by an owl.
I was gonna say a hawk, a owl, anything, because she's so small. She's like a rabbit.
Final thing on the bucket list that is like number one priority: world champion, Muay Thai, kickboxing.
Yeah,
love it.
You know this, yes.
That's sick though. Yep. It's a bucket list item that will get checked off sooner than later. That's dope. Any other bucket list items? Things you'd like to do? Places you'd like to see?
There are a lot of things I'd like to do.
I'm trying not to get bucket list mixed up with goals, I guess. Yeah, that's where it's
hard. It is, though. It's a life goal.
Yeah. Goals are like they should
be
considered
list
part
is
of
a life goal. It's not just like crazy shit.
A small goal can be on the bucket list.
I mean, do you want to die without accomplishing that small goal?
I have a bucket list item. A baby. I want one.
Well, I was just going to say.
So that's a bucket list item.
Family.
Okay, it is.
So my bucket list goal was going to be to bounce back immediately after having the baby.
There you go.
I want to bounce back immediately. I want women to look at me and be like, damn, how did you do it?
Prove it.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to have a baby first. Yeah, I'll train you. As long as you listen. Listen, man.
I'll be like, I need to
If you are to train your women, it is very difficult. They don't like to listen to you in the gym. They don't like to take orders from you. Look at them. Always like, yeah, I'm out of here. So yeah, a baby would be on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Whether it's a boy or a girl, or maybe two, but I think one is pretty.
The one. We were good at one. So my bucket list for the child, my bucket list goal for the child would be to lead them and guide them to be successful and try our best not to emotionally damage them. Because, there's no handbook for being a parent. Okay. You just kind of get this thing, it's delivered, and you have to figure out how to keep it alive, Yep. And so I want to try my hardest to break generational curses for myself. And I can't speak for him. This is just for me. My biological family's generational curse. I want to show them security and stability and a stable marriage. and a stable life. And I really want them. I want to help facilitate, confidence in them to do whatever it is that they want to do. And we are entrepreneurs. So yes, I would love if my child wanted to be an entrepreneur. That would be, my goal for them. Of course, that might not match up with what they want, but I just want them to be successful and happy. And I want to be able to live long enough to see that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
teach them the right things
and see that this, breaking of the generational curse continues, that they end up, having their own family and that we're alive to see them, have a healthy
continuing a good legacy.
Yeah. A good, healthy legacy is what I essentially want to continue on.
It's the best thing you can ask for.
Yeah.
I want to have a good relationship with my child.
Yeah.
Create a good human, not a piece of doo-doo.
I know so many people that don't feel comfortable to talk to their parents about things. And I want my child to be able to come to us and talk to us about anything, vulnerable or not, because it is
good or bad news. I'll hear it.
Yeah. It is hard to go to your parents and tell your parents bad news, or when you feel like you failed or you feel defeated or somebody's kicked you when you're down. It's hard to go to them, but I want them to be emotionally close with us to a point where they want to come and tell us. Like the first people they want to call is Justin and I. That's my goal.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like it's probably not really a bucket list goal, but that's, I guess, what I want.
I got another.
The only thing is you want to reframe it. Like if you want to make it a bucket list goal, like for me personally, I would love to die knowing that I did I put forth my best possible effort and I gave my son or my kids, the best possible chance that I could at succeeding in this world.
Okay,
yeah,
so
the best opportunity.
Yeah. One thing I absolutely wanted to do, and after my mother died, this was something I said I will absolutely make sure that this is a thing. When I die, I don't want my child to feel like they don't know who Abby is. No. Not mom, Abby. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I felt like my mother was very surface level.
You going
and
edgy?
We didn't really, and that's not the same though. That's not really knowing your mother. I want them to know things about me that they wouldn't think to know. And it was sad for me having to learn some of these things from my mother's friends or my father that I didn't know because she never told me who she really was, good and bad. I want them to know good and bad. I want them to know, hey, your mother's 7 years sober, and hey, this is what I did in college, and these are my regrets, and these are things I'm not really proud of, and I want them to know me.
Yeah, I should have never gone to that frat party.
Yeah, you booze, you lose, children.
Hey, you weren't actually.
Remember this when you're listening to it.
Right. So
booze doesn't get you anything.
I want them to have a deep relationship with me when I die. I don't want them to feel like they're finding things out about me that they were shocked about.
Yeah. All right. So super off topic. Lizard brain status. While you were talking about that, I don't know why I thought about this.
Oh God, here we go. Buckle up.
Another bucket list. I like adrenaline. I would love to get on one of those wingsuits. I know it's like almost impossible.
I knew you were gonna say it.
to do it, but you have to like crazy training.
Listen,
crazy training for this. But that shit would be incredibly life changing.
You have to be ready to die.
All right, look at this comment though.
Legit.
Look at this comment.
There's a wolf
refuge near Damon in Colorado.
Yo, D-Money, when we come, we're going to the Wolf Ranch, doggy.
I've been to a few. There are quite a few actually here in Florida.
Really?
As well.
Where? Yeah. That sounds like a family trip.
I'm not familiar, but
that's his new apartment.
I have it on good authority. I have it on good authority that there are a few. Well, actually, up in California, there are a lot. There was one up in Lettuce, PA that I went to. I would love to explore more down here in Florida. I feel like there probably are some.
You went to one in PA?
Yeah.
What was it like? Were they wild?
Were they beautiful?
Were they friendly?
What is just like a big ranch with wolves?
Were they friendly?
I mean, can you pet them?
Friendly?
You're not.
No, you can't pet them.
No.
I don't know.
It's not like a place. It's not a.
This is not Joey's exotic zoo.
Yeah, it's not a zoo where you go up and pet them. They're allowed to live their lives.
You mean I can't buy a steak to feed them?
I mean,
no. This is exactly.
You could throw shit in their cage.
A fucking it's like a state park almost.
Yeah,
it's like a sanctuary.
Exactly. They're not there to be
domesticated.
Place
to protect them.
I imagine if you can pet them, they're domesticated at that point. Pretty much.
Yeah, they're Snoop and Pet.
Yeah,
they're pretty much worthless in the wild.
Wild animal.
Yeah.
Didn't you see a domesticated one yesterday at the dog park?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So could you pet that one, or was he not?
Yeah, she came up, she licked my arm, licked my face. She wanted me to pet her. She was
What's
awesome.
her tongue like?
Full blood Timberwolf. It felt a little different than a dog.
Cat?
Everything about her felt a little different. Her fur was much coarser, but it still had that fluff to it. Her eyes were more intelligent. She moved differently. The other dogs gave her space.
She's been dumbed down by the
how intelligent do we think wolves are?
Very intelligent.
Yeah.
Very intelligent.
Oh, I think a lot of animals are. I mean, I'm
telling you,
we might be the dumbest ones on the planet. We don't even know.
I really
we're just
feel like dogs are a lot more intelligent than we think they are. I swear Snoopy really does understand what I'm talking to him about.
Just watching
things.
your dog and specifically, my dog is half Riri.
Right. But hey, I'm gonna tell you about his story, and I think you probably will remember it once I told him this. But this is why I think Snoop is a lot smarter than he really puts off. So like he knows when it's time to go to bed. So do you remember me telling you that one story when we're like, Snoop, bedtime, cage? We yell cage. He usually runs to the cage. Well, this time he didn't want to go to his cage, and we couldn't find him. Looking around. I look up on the stairs, and Snoop is halfway up the stairs, looking at me through the railings.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not going.
Yeah.
They have. I think they have
Yeah.
feelings. I think they have somewhat of a brain. Obviously, they have thoughts.
They're an individual being.
Yeah.
They have
communication
freedom of will.
skills. I would assume.
Sometimes I don't know about you with Sin, and this is so off topic for bucket list, but I mean, if you're a dog owner and you're just in love with your dog, I feel like you all have this moment where you just look over at them and they're doing something stupid, or they're just staring at you, and you just. I'm just like, yeah, that's my daughter. It's my fur baby.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think there's a really genuine connection that you get to foster between yourself and an animal, especially when you're the caretaker. When
you're actually the daddy.
Yeah.
It's not the family dog that you grew up with. You the daddy, and you got to clean up the doo-doo. You got to do all the bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Right? And they recognize the responsibility that you carry, especially when you're the one feeding them first thing in the morning.
They look. Literally, Snoop has been on our couch one time, looked right in both of our eyes, and took a big old shit on the couch, on the top too, not like the normal seat.
Yeah,
top
on the
part.
ledge of
the, you're gonna smell.
He just like
mad
gets all like hunched over and weird, and then he just starts pooping and looking right into our souls, and I'm like,
I'm pretty sure it's because we gave him a bath. Like he was mad.
He was mad about something.
Yeah,
obviously, he doesn't just shit on the couch for no reason.
And Pepper has noticed that there's a pattern of food being left. So I had dog stairs by the bed, right? They don't use them.
The dog cast. No,
yes, this is literally just
changing
another
the bucket list of dogs.
Right. This is another little nightstand for me, I guess. I just started piling shit on it. Well, Pepper has noticed a pattern of going in the bedroom and seeing little wrappers there. I end up bringing my snack in the bedroom. My after dinner snack.
Close your ears.
This isn't something you have to close your ears to.
Hershey Kiss wrappers.
No, it was actually an Atkins bar that she used. But anyways, so she noticed I always bring my after dinner snack in there. And I leave the garbage in there and I'll bring it in the kitchen in the morning or whatever. Well, so the other morning, I catch Pep halfway up the stairs and she's looking at me. She knows I caught her and she's eating the Atkins bar. Mm-hmm. I only half of it and left the other half on there. Well, I mean, who knows what Atkins could do to dogs? I mean, it gives humans gas, so I don't know.
She gonna get healthy. Lose weight. Yeah, she gonna get healthy.
That's true. Yeah. I was just worried about the protein bar, being because the protein's not natural. Sometimes it gives people gas. I was like, oh my God,
protein isn't natural.
She's gonna be farting all night. Anyways, so
I
caught her doing it. And she knew she was in trouble, so she ran away.
Back to the bucket list, quick. Okay. Bucket list house. I have a basically full-on dirt track in the back for a dirt bike. And or some other vehicle that I could ball out on.
Okay.
A water slide from like the top of the house into the pool.
Straight up like BMX Red Bull style.
Yeah, crazy.
I love
just
how
like
he's acting like my answer has no part of this.
This is my bucket list.
Okay.
This is my quick bucket list house.
What was your house?
A helipad and a fucking like 80 car garage. Baller. Straight up baller.
That's like Rob Dyrdek's Dream Factory.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The fancy factory, that's my house.
Yeah. Okay.
Super sick.
Cool.
What about you? Tiny home? You?
I want
to go on a missionary before I die. That's just like I'm not even worried about a house. I just want to go on a missionary, like I said, and that's why I brought up Ethiopia. I'd like to go to Ethiopia on a missionary trip, but like where like I don't have my phone. I learn to be back one with nature. You know what I mean? 2-week-long missionary.
Kind of sounds funny.
Of course, there will be zip lines on the wolf
way
sanctuary.
You said it. Like I learned to be without my phone again. Like it's taken your soul.
It has.
I understand, but I'm just
attached to my fucking soul.
It's just the way you said it. I need to relearn how to be a human without my phone again.
Yeah.
Operation Hustle, Abs Fitness, it's on YouTube.
Anyways, yes. So I ended with more bucket list stuff. But anyways, what were you gonna say before we wrap up?
Oh, I was just gonna say they're gonna be zip lines, all throughout the wolf sanctuary from sniper tower to sniper tower. Of course,
he lives on the wolf sanctuary, is what he's telling you guys. That's his dream house, is the wolf sanctuary.
Again, ladies, buckle up.
Yo, Operation Hustle. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple. We're on all this fucking
Apple Podcasts,
shit.
Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook Live every week is where you can watch Operation Hustle with us and join us live every Friday, 2 to 2:30 p.m. So you can find us on YouTube, Abs Fitness Film House. You can find us on Facebook, Abs Fitness LLC, on Instagram, Abs Fitness _ Brandon, Florida, and the
TikTok Abs Fitness Tampa, Florida.
You want to give your Instas?
Instagram at trainer_Torres, and TikTok, same thing.
Yo, he's got fire videos up there. Check them out. We've been sharing them. If you haven't seen them, I'm sure you will, and you're gonna get annoyed. But keep watching.
Well, if you want to check our story out, I've been sharing them on there too.
Like, follow, subscribe. We'll see you never. Goodbye.
Peace.